Mom took advantage and went and got a TPO, so a protective order. She went to the judge on her own and said, "This is all the stuff that happened. It was terrible, and it happened in front of our children." So a protective order was granted. He's not allowed to go back to his home. That's a home he owns. He actually only owns it. They're not married, and she's not on the house at all. So he's kicked out of his own home. She's allowed to stay there with their 2 children. There was an arrest at the incident and, like I said, the protective order. So now he's got conditions of bond that say he can't be around his baby mama or his children. He's got the protective order that names the children as well. So we had a huge uphill battle. So first things first, for a protective order, you have to have a hearing within 30 days. So we tackled that first. I was able to successfully defend that. They sort of had an offer on the table where they were going to consider doing a consent without a finding of family violence, but I knew that could possibly damage his criminal case. So we took it to trial, and I was able to very successfully defend and eliminate that claim, which helped him hugely in his criminal case because the burden is actually higher in the TPO case than it was a criminal case. So it's like if you can't even prove that, you're definitely not going to be able to prove this. So we were able to get the TPO dismissed and out of the way. His criminal charges stay pending. So now I've got the custody battle in front of me. The best thing I know to do is to create and manufacture evidence. Clearly, there's a he said, she said, and the evidence is a little bit in her side because we've got the police report. He was arrested. So the inference is something bad happened. So I requested to have a guardian ad litem appointed. A guardian ad litem is just an attorney for the children. So that guardian was able to come in, speak to mom, speak to dad, speak to the witnesses, speak to the daycare workers who only know dad, speak to the soccer coach who only knows dad, and find out the real picture by sort of immersing himself into the children's lives, found out the true picture. It took us a little over a year of total litigation, but after about 14 months after meeting him, he had custody of his children back in his house, criminal charges completely dismissed. Mom gets every other weekend parenting time because of the bad acts she did during the case, and she has to pay him child support.